Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had, what was it called? Was it Revolution or Revelation? I never remember. I think it was Revolution. But for the life of me, I can never remember what it's actually called. But we had of the Daleks. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look at what it was actually called. I don't remember. Revolution. Okay. I just can never remember that for some reason. Yes, we had Revolution of the Daleks, where following the whole thing with the timeless children and all that stuff, the Doctor was imprisoned, but then had a prison break with Jack Harkness, which was really quick. Then they went back to Earth and found out that Trump guy was making Daleks, so the Doctor had to deal with that. So yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much that. Also, important thing, at the end of the episode, Graham and Ryan left. They decided to stay behind on Earth, which was good. That was a good end to those characters. So yeah, they will be missed, but I'll be curious to see what we have in store next. Speaking of what we have in store next, Happy Halloween. Now, full disclosure, it is not Halloween when I am recording this. It is the next day, November 1st. But I decided, screw it, I know this is a Halloween episode, I know the title of this episode, so I figured, why not go all out? This is like my, if you saw my Alien reaction last year, then this might look a little familiar, but I decided to keep the curtains closed. I lit a candle. I literally lit a candle. There ain't no fake candle in there. I struck a match and everything. It smells like smoke in here, though. But yeah. And I'm currently using the light of Notepad on my second monitor in order to illuminate me. Because if I didn't have that, it would be pretty dark in here. A bit more moody, but a little too dark for a reaction. So we're going to be using that as my secondary light source. So yeah. But yeah, this is the beginning of Series 13. And it's the first time that I am watching this along with you guys. Now, probably this is going out on Saturday, November 6th. You should probably expect the Doctor Who reactions to go out basically the day before the next episode goes out. So this episode, the Halloween Apocalypse, went out on October 31st. This is going out on November 6th. Just expect that sort of Sunday to Saturday schedule for these reactions, because it takes me a little while. I have to record it the next day, then I gotta edit it, then I have to, get past copyright and everything, so it's gonna take me a little bit, but we are going to get these episodes out, so yeah. I don't have too much knowledge going into this. I mean, if you saw, I did react to the Series 13 trailer. I know that this season is going to be all one story told over 6 episodes. And I've seen the villain. We don't really know who the villain is at this moment. But yeah, just kind of know that I basically just know what the villain looks like. And I do know we are going to get a new companion for this story. So yeah. But other than that, I am still pretty much going in about as blind as I normally am on any of these reactions. So yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comment section, although I mainly if you've heard any, press releases or if there's anything else from the trailer or anything, let's try to keep that to a minimum. Yes, obviously, you probably have not seen the next episode, but yeah. But that's what I mean now when I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. And yeah, because this is the first episode of this season, full length is available for free. So if you want to watch my full unedited reaction to this episode of Doctor Who, what you gotta do is head down into the description or into the pinned comments section, and there will be a link there over to my Patreon page, but once again, it is free. You can sync up your copy of this episode of Doctor Who to my footage of my reaction. I tried to make it as easy as possible, and for anyone curious, I am watching the version on Amazon. I had to buy the whole season because the BBC iPlayer and NordVPN, things just weren't working out anymore, so I am watching the specific Amazon version. I don't know if there's any difference. I'm going to say there's probably not, though. So yeah. But yeah, you can do that. Hopefully you have a good time. And when you're done with that, first, you can come back and watch the discussion for this episode. But also, I do highly encourage... no, wait, I'm saying this out of order. I do highly encourage that you watch the discussion of the episode, but you may also find yourself wanting a bit more full length, and you can sign up for just $5 a month. That also gets you early access. I guess not for Doctor Who because it's a live show, but early access to all my other stuff. Yeah. With this very long intro out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go.
Listen to me, Carvinister. If you think you have won this little skirmish, you are very much mistaken. Do not imagine for a second that you have got the better of us. Right, Yaz? Oh, yeah.
No.
We are totally in command.
Are you?
Travelling towards what will in future be known as the final hours of planet Earth.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, you'll be long dead.
Okay, but have you considered the TARDIS?
I must admit, Yaz, I can't help feeling that some of this is my fault.
A bit.
Some. All of this is your fault.
Damn, man.
Accidentally had to mention the 2 sets of cuffs in your pocket.
Oh, those are her
2
cuffs.
words, Yaz. 2, 1.
Alley-oop! Oh, good work. Oh, God. How do you know how to pilot? The thing, you're not even piloting it. You're just flying randomly. No. Oh no. Whose voice? Oh, you dumb bastard. Yeah, it is. Oh god. Oh, they're flying around like witches. They've got like witches' brooms on Halloween. Oh, thank God they set that up.
Relief.
Oh, there you go.
What was it you said?
It's a trampoline.
Final few hours of planet Earth?
Nah. God, I can barely see my notes. Oh. Oh, it's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 1, The Halloween Apocalypse.
You imagine what lies ahead can be defeated with rationale? And pray, Mr. Williamson, what do you imagine to lie ahead of us?
Yeah. The hell are you talking about?
Nobody has got a top floor like the Museum of Liverpool. Because nobody has got our history. Over there.
Oh, this dude's a museum dude?
Over there. These define us. These make Liverpool.
That is
Dan.
such an accent.
All right, Di.
How many times? Dan, you've got to stop. You don't
He-
work here.
he doesn't work here.
To be official.
I am official. Official Scouse.
No, he doesn't even work
Just
there.
think of me.
Alan says if you do it again, I'll ban you permanently.
What if we say just mornings?
No.
Why don't you hire him?
Evaluation report on prisoner swarm.
Swarm.
Confinement location.
So it's not the
Remnants
master.
of the Do not engage with the prisoner in conversation.
Now you're handing over your task to a child.
The kid'll do fine.
Don't
You're as confined as you always have been.
talk!
Always will be.
Friend, shoot him!
Feeling paralyzed?
Oh.
Admirable service to division.
Division? Like the Time Lords? Oh god! Oh. Swarm. Oh. He like kind of healed himself a bit.
Renewed at last.
This is renewed?
And now I'm going to execute.
Oh, dang it.
Child,
Beat him. Oh.
Your time is over.
Dang it. Shigaraki.
Trick or treat, Doctor.
Ah! Okay, well that was weird.
You seen this? It's like the TARDIS is leaking.
Oh no.
You've been on the sherry early tonight. Come on.
Oh my
Let's lock
god.
off.
Can I just say, I'm so glad I have subs for this guy. And I know I'm dumb American that can't understand accents, but goodness, you really need it for this dude. Ah, damn it, my candle went out. I spent all that time making a fire, too. That works.
You scared me there? Yeah.
Man, I haven't handed out candy in years. Either because of classes, or me being an asshole. Recently, it's me being an asshole. Or a pandemic. That also keeps me away from trick-or-treaters.
Take the soup, will you?
What the? Oh god, no!
You don't pay for that, though, you know.
Be silent!
This isn't Halloween, Dan.
At the hands of Carvanista, vanquisher of 1,000 civilizations.
It is a puppy!
You will not resist. You will do exactly as I command.
Whoa.
Don't think I will.
Nah.
I said, you will not resist. You will do exactly as I command.
Wow.
I said, get back out to
Not
that
only-
door, or I'm getting the busies.
Why's that not working?
Nah. So not only is he discount Chewbacca, he's a discount Jedi.
Is it real fair?
You defile the sacred legacy of my forebears.
You don't look anything like four bears. Go
Duh.
on, shoot.
Four
Go back to your
bears.
mum, tell her what a brave lad you've been.
Ah! Oh god, squareness gun!
And the door that's left open.
Trick or treat.
Anyone home? Why did you take the bloke that lives here?
Yeah. Well, mainly just because he insulted him.
Tiny detail. Why does Dan have such a flashy computer? Because it's not his. Ah, get out!
Oh god! It's a trap!
Oops.
What the hell?
Sorry.
Huh? What the? Well, there's a grave emergency.
Come on. Let's eat.
Okay.
I want to report you for kidnapping. What do you think of that?
Well, that's what's happening, so... Fine.
I like this guy. He's funny.
You're mine.
You've gone to all this trouble to kidnap me. Killing me wouldn't make sense.
Oh.
I'm done talking to you.
Well, he is smart.
I didn't expect to see you here. Not tonight.
Hello.
Hi. Really sorry. We're in the middle of something quite important. Have we met?
Not yet, but we will.
Oh.
In the past, I think, if it's true.
Oh, it's one of those situations.
I'm Claire.
The door's moved. Yeah. That's never happened before. No.
Wait, what? I was looking down like an idiot. Oh no, that's not good.
Ah. Final adjustment? Final adjustment.
Hey. Hit some shit. There you go. Sometimes the TARDIS just needs a little love tap.
What are you doing?
Man, Yaz has gotten really good at understanding how the TARDIS works. Oh God in heaven! A weeping angel. Let me guess, she got sent back in time, and she took the long way round. Put the camera on it. I'll look. You looked away! Ah! This one's a little slow, actually. It's had more than enough time in between these blinks. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Shut the door? Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. You cannot look. You cannot do that! Don't! Oh, Claire. What have you done?
Observation Officer Vinder reporting as per assigned duty.
Oh,
Status report. No change in status.
is this Jacob Anderson? I heard he was gonna be in this.
Constant. Everything remains as per my previous
Hey!
1,753 report.
Whoa. Oh, God. It's Galactus.
Why is this thought in my mind?
What thought?
Thank you.
Huh. Oh.
My sister.
Oh, okay.
Synchronized watches. Forget that, I'm not wearing a watch.
You're not wearing a watch. God, I missed her.
Does that make sense to you, Yaz? Not really, Doctor, no.
Girl, you need to be used to this by now.
You're gonna tell me everything you know about the division.
Oh shit. That's why.
Dan Lewis, right?
Duh.
You're on species recall right now.
The Lupari are species bonded to humanity. And for every human, there's a paired guardian Lupa. The bond is our genetic obligation.
Oh.
And no honor. Only ever to come into effect in the ultimate crisis.
They're man's best friend.
What abducting 7 billion humans. Man's best friend.
No.
Not if you don't power up my ship.
But what is it you're saving them from?
You don't know.
I've been busy.
The
He
Flux.
said,
What's
oh god, the Flux.
Ripping through the structure of this universe.
Earth's final hours.
Every part of it. It's already begun.
Oh god. And it's about to hit the Earth? No! Get to the TARDIS! So wait, doesn't that mean there should be a human for Yaz? What the hell?
Bit of a daft place to have a door, isn't it?
Oh god, and the door's like weirdly inside out.
So this inside that box.
Yes.
It's bigger on the inside.
I can see that.
No.
TARDIS.
I had a mate who had one of these. I think his was a bit bigger, actually.
Shut up.
No. Oh my god. Ah! The Santarans!
You look old.
My
No.
mission has withered me, it is true.
Really? You look disgusting.
Yes. Well, no point dwelling on it.
Really disgusting.
Okay, you don't have to be a dick about it.
I forecast incredible suffering, vast bloodshed,
Oh.
a conflict that will dwarf all that has come before.
Oh my god.
The greatest of times are upon us. We must
War
be
bastards.
ready to take advantage.
Nothing here. Except an amazing view.
Yeah,
Breathe.
that's not
Protected
helping.
airborne.
I'll take your word for it.
No. Oh shit.
What is it?
The cloister bell.
It's the end of the universe.
Warning.
Stop it, right?
No.
Ah! Oh, this guy. Look at him, his shoulder pads.
Dancing across space and time. Locked in combat. And now after so long apart, we get to do it once more.
Oh shit. An enemy of the timeless child.
You, our final fight has begun.
Ah!
Is it me or does it look like it's changing direction?
Oh god! Close the door! It's already here!
Not stall on me now.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, she's apologizing. Come on, baby. Oh god. Okay, I can't deal with other things happening.
TARDIS, we stand it. I don't understand it. I hate to not understand it.
Yeah, I would hope the TARDIS can, but I don't know.
I can't get us out of his pull. We can't outrun it.
Oh no!
Oh, we're safe in here. We're sealed in.
Come on, must go faster. Oh no, the doors! All the doors are opening! Ah! Oh, is she using the heart of the TARDIS?
Mini vortex energy.
Oh shit!
See what that does to you. Not much by the looks of things.
Well, shit. Oh, hey, he's still alive. And she went back in time. Whatever the fuck is happening here. And she's being trapped. Oh, God. We're gonna cliffhang here.
The end of the universe. I always wondered what it would feel like.
Oh. Not again! Ah! what a start to that episode, man. Start to the arc. Holy crap. You know, I know they had to, like, cut back on some stuff because of COVID, you know? But, wow. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was something else, man. Like, if that's Doctor Who cut back, I can't wait to see what the rest of this is. Holy crapola. Well, that's part one. Part one of Doctor Who Flux. Okay. Well, first off, unfortunately, yes, the candle I had burnt out through the episode, so I am now using my lantern, which was part of my lighting system. I should also check and make sure OBS is still recording and everything. Okay, yes, we seem to be good, so. Seems to be all good. Turn my notepad light back on. Okay. God, so many things are happening. Aw, there's no cast list on Amazon. Oh well, I'll just pull it up on IMDb real quick. Doctor Who episode guide. The Halloween Apocalypse. I love that they did go. They did go. I don't want to say like go beyond, but they did actually make it a Halloween episode. That was nice. I'm glad they did that. So, okay, so we have Diane Swarm. Let me see if I recognize this guy from anything. I'm gonna say no. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, no. The other guy I wanted to look up. Obviously, yes, I know Jacob Anderson from Game of Thrones. But, was it? Where the hell? Hang on. All cast and crew. We're gonna look up, what the hell is his name? Carvanista. I hope we get to keep Carvanista. I liked him. Okay, no. Don't know him either. Alright. Well, still, great characters already. So, alright. So, you know, when we did the trailer reaction, we did, you know, speculate, oh, could Swarm, back when we didn't know anything about him, we were like, oh, well, maybe he's the Master. You know, we've had that before where the Master goes into this, you know, weird deformed state, but no, but it's definitely related to the Timeless Child. So the Timeless Child fought Swarm for years upon years upon years, until I suppose eventually the Timeless Child caught Swarm, and then I suppose that must facilitate the retirement, because that was the question we've kind of had is, well, why would the Time Lords let the Timeless Child, or I guess the Division, why would the Division let the Timeless Child retire? But I guess that's it, is that the Timeless Child was allowed to retire when they caught Swarm. Thus, they retired, became an ordinary Gallifreyan Time Lord, who eventually became the Doctor. But now, Swarm is out and about, and the Doctor must deal with that. Which is pretty interesting. So, it does make me wonder if we're going to get anything of the fugitive Doctor in this season. Because I know... Well, I mean, I know we're going to have 3 specials after this season, and that's going to round out the 13th Doctor. So I'm curious if we're going to get anything about that. And maybe if she is just the timeless child, or if she's a future Doctor, I have no idea. We'll just have to see. Also, I see that Kragar was Dan Starkey. That's Dan Starkey. That's the guy who was... that's our old Santaran boy, ain't it? I think so. Load up IMDb again. I've got so many tabs open. It's because I'm doing so many shows today. Alright, let me... Hold on, now I gotta go back. Alright, the Halloween Apocalypse. I'm pretty sure that's who we're... I'm pretty sure that's him. Yeah, it's Strax. I knew it. So, that is really cool, that even though it's not Strax, that they did bring him back to play a Santaran. So, okay, hang on, I gotta... There we go. I had to move my notes over so I could get any sort of light. It is very dark in here. This may not have been my greatest idea. Hopefully you've been able to see my reaction through this. Throughout this episode. Next episode, we're going to be back to the normal stuff, because I'm pretty sure Halloween is over. So, yeah. Next episode, we'll have Christmas stuff. That's what happens after Halloween. Okay, so, let's go ahead and jump right into the notes. The first thing I wrote down is escape and cuffs. So that was interesting. Just a good start to the episode where... they're just trying to escape and stuff, and the Doctor's like, oh, I think part of this might be my fault. It's like, you think? So, I'm glad, honestly, it's just so nice to get right back into the swing of things, you know? Like, it's been a little while. I guess it's been about 18 or so weeks. 18, 19 weeks, probably. How long have I been doing Life on Mars and stuff? So it has been a while since the last time I watched Doctor Who. Although I have still been watching classic reactions. I've been doing the classic episodes. So yeah, it was just sort of nice to just jump right back into a Doctor Who episode. And I like that, you know, I love when the thing splits apart, and so it's like they have, you know, they're flying on broomsticks. You know, it's a pole with, you know, the jet basically coming behind it. Like that was a funny little visual. I did like that. And I also like how it's like, oh, they're voice activated cuffs, but she probably, you know, she probably programmed those while she was Scottish. That was a good reference. So yeah, that was really funny. And so yeah, the final hours of the Earth. Well, he wasn't lying. The final hours of the Earth, because, yeah, the Flux is coming. We have our new companion, Dan Lewis. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Now, I will say, I know I got a couple comments in the Series 13 trailer reaction where I was like, oh, man, I'm so glad I have subtitles for him. I still believe that, because this guy, I do like this guy. I think he's a good, he's honestly like a good, I'm going to say he's a midway point between Graham and Ryan, honestly. And I like that. I really like him so far. And I hope, I'll be interested to see what more we get out of him, you know? So yeah, but yeah, I'm honestly, yes. I am glad that I have subtitles for him, because there is part of it, like I'm getting most of it, but there's the occasional word where I'm like, what the hell did he say? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I have subtitles, but geez, you know? Anyway. But yeah, Dan, I love his introduction. First off, it's a hilarious introduction where, you know, he's in this museum and he's talking about history and stuff like that. And that is really, really cool. Like, I like the idea of Dan knowing history and stuff, because then that does make it interesting for when you get to go back in time and stuff like that, which at the very least it seems like we are going to be doing that because of the stuff with was it Williamson and whoever, that stuff with the miners in the past. So I did like that. I like that, but then that's just a funny reveal when he gets kicked out basically because he doesn't work there. He just likes going there and talking about history to the museum goers. Which, why don't they hire him? Like, what the hell? Like, that sounds like something my dad would do. You know, he just starts giving a history lesson. Like, honestly, like, because my dad's close to retirement, he would be so good at that. Honestly, he would be so good. I mean, if you guys watch, I know there's a decent chunk of you that watch my classic reactions that I do with my dad. You know, there's 8,000 history lessons per episode. So in that respect, Dan, I really like Dan, and I like that idea. It's like, oh, he knows about history and stuff, so that'll be really cool going to the past. Granted, we're in this entire season that's going to be one story about the Flux and everything. It's like, well, I don't know how often he's going to be using that knowledge, but hopefully he does use it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, we are definitely in a different sort of season compared to what we normally get, even just with the 13th Doctor. So hopefully we do get some, I don't want to say normal stuff, but I hope we do get some of that where it's like, let's go to the past and maybe Dan knows about that stuff, you know? We'll have to see. But so far, I like him. Let's see. So we have Swarm. Swarm, our villain for the season, which is pretty interesting. I mean, again, very unlike Doctor Who to just establish a villain right off the bat, you know? Like, they will do sort of, end of season villains, like with the Daleks or the Master or the Cybermen and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, I guess they did that in Series 12, though. Yeah, that's true. They did that in Series 12, obviously, because Spyfall introduces the Master, and then you do sort of get that, that lingering thing of the Master throughout the season, and then at the end, that's where it all comes to a head with the Timeless Children, And I say that, it's like, oh, that's very unusual for Doctor Who, but I'm watching through classic Doctor Who right now, and in Season 8, where we're at, again, it's a continuing thing of the Master sort of being the overarching villain of the season. So I like that. And this guy's pretty good, And yes, I'm glad we pretty much immediately dispelled whether or not he's the Master. Like, and I know I probably wasn't ever really on the table. It's just speculation that some of us had, mainly because of his design. But not the Master. And that's totally fine. I'll be curious if we get any of the Master this season. I feel like we have to get the Master at some point. Like, he can't just end at Gallifrey's destruction. So, we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But Swarm, an enemy of the Timeless Child. Now, that's really good. I like that. I like this implication because we never... Only 2 episodes ago, we were introduced to the concept of the Timeless Child, But I honestly like that. I honestly like this idea of the Timeless Child specifically had a villain, Someone they were fighting for so long. And honestly, that does sort of lend itself like, oh, okay, that could be like the Doctor. Now, maybe there's a lot of things we don't know about their battles. Who knows how the Timeless Child acted in this, but I like that idea that this is someone from the Timeless Child's past who now the Doctor has to confront, And I'd like to see how that differs, because to their credit, the Timeless Child did defeat Swarm and lock them away. And now it's left on the Doctor, who doesn't remember pretty much anything of the Timeless Child. So, and especially doesn't remember anything about Swarm. So now, how does the Doctor deal with this? That's an interesting idea, honestly, and I like that. And it definitely also, though, it definitely makes, honestly, I feel like it makes the separation between the Timeless Child and the Doctor that much more prevalent, which we've talked about, definitely in The Timeless Children, but I sort of view it as, while yes, the Timeless Child does become the Doctor and the Timeless Child are two separate people, you know? In the same way that the Doctor and John Smith were two different people in Family of Blood, you know? Or was that it, Family of Blood? Yeah, I think so. What the hell am I thinking of? I think it's Family of Blood. Yeah, that sounds right. It's been a long time, so... But yeah, so that's the thing, is that where those felt like two separate characters, it honestly feels like this. It almost feels like the Avatar, almost. Like, where it's like, yes, like Roku and Aang, or Aang and Korra are the same person. They are reincarnated, but they are still different people, you know? Like, I feel like it's sort of like that, you know? And this honestly kind of makes it, or even sort of like a parent-child sort of thing. Like, you know, it would be sort of like if, you know, if there was a villain who went and fought, trying to think of a decent example. Oh, that's difficult. I'm trying to like think of a superhero that this would work for. Wow, no superhero. Not a lot of superheroes have children, I guess. At least, not a lot of superheroes have children that don't still have their parent. Oh, why can't I think of anything? I guess it would be like if there was a son of Superman, you know, which there are sons of Superman. There are stories about that, where like if there was a son of Superman who didn't have Superman in his life anymore, or if it was like Batman and Batwoman, you know, and the Joker shows up, or Lex Luthor shows up, or I guess even, you know, Supergirl, and they don't have the other person. They don't know what happened, but they know about this. All right, the metaphor falls apart, but you kind of get what I mean, you know? You kind of get what I mean, where it's like, I feel like there is such a separation between the Timeless Child and the Doctor, you know? I guess let's stick with the Avatar metaphor, because that works a lot better. But I honestly like that idea of, you know, the division had been fighting Swarm for so long, and Swarm and the Timeless Child were, you know, huge enemies. They honestly feel like what the Doctor and the Master have now. Or even the Doctor and the Daleks, you know? Excuse me. So I kind of like that. And now Swarm has returned, but there is no Timeless Child anymore. It's just the Doctor, you know? Anyway. It's Halloween. That was the next thing I wrote down. It was Halloween. I did like that. The aesthetic of Halloween. And obviously, it's fun to dress up the set. And by dress up the set, I mean I turned off the light, closed the curtains, and then I lit a candle. I don't know how long that candle was lit. Like, it was about like halfway through the episode. I just looked over and was like, oh, god damn it. Because I will admit, I went and got a lighter. I went and got a stove lighter to light the candle. And I will admit, I'm 24 years old. I've never used one of those lighters before. And I, for the life of me, could not get it to work. And it doesn't look too complicated, but I just couldn't do it. And it was pissing me off. But then, I found a box of matches. I did find a box of matches, and I know how to light a match, at least. So I lit the match. The whole room smelled like smoke, but I got it, and it was all nice. It looked so good. Then about halfway through the episode, I realized that it wasn't on anymore. The fire had gone out. So I should have kept the matches with me so I could have just lit another one, but technically they aren't technically they aren't my matches, they're house matches. They're never used, but still. So I didn't want to just like constantly use matches over here. But yeah, I went through all this trouble to light a candle, a legitimate light a candle with fire. And then it burned out halfway through the episode. So, oh well. Anyway, but it was Halloween. But I did really like that. And honestly, they didn't need to do that. It's just that, the first episode will land on Halloween. Well, why don't we make it slightly Halloween? And especially for this, this era of Doctor Who where Chris Chibnall is like, no, we're not doing Christmas specials. We're doing New Year specials because you don't have to put any holiday stuff in that. For them to actually do an episode at Halloween, that's pretty cool. So, I do miss the Christmas specials, though. And I'm sure I'm going to really miss it this year because there's not going to be a Christmas special when I am watching it live, Oh, well. Carvanista. I really like this guy. I hope this guy sticks around because he was really cool. I like that. And yeah, the Looper? The Looper. That was very interesting that, yeah, they literally are man's best friend. They were assigned. That's why there were 7 billion ships. They were all assigned a human. Man, oh man. So, what do you think, like, Ryan and Graham are thinking right now? Like, did a dog... Well, no, a dog didn't show up to them. It was specifically that Carvanista was early, which is why he was able to get to Dan. But the rest of them... you gotta think of anyone like, Jack Harkness. They're looking at him and be like, what the fuck is around the planet, Honestly, this seems like something where Jack Harkness would call the Doctor and be like, hey, what's happening? Like, something's going on. Unless he's, in the past or something, or the future, I don't know. I also like, though, when the Doctor says, why don't I remember the Flux, And yeah, it's a good point. It's like, why doesn't she remember this? And it's like, well, presumably it's new history that's starting up. But that was also interesting. Because, yeah, this is happening in 2021. So, I also like the whole thing of the traps and stuff where it's like, oh, why does Dan have such a nice laptop? And it's like, well, yeah, he doesn't really like have a lot. He does. It seems like he's not very well to do. So, I wonder. Yeah, and then that's a trap. So that was really good though. Claire, interesting stuff. So presumably we're gonna get more of Claire later. Presumably she went back in time. Presumably she was sent back in time as maybe a child by, or even just sent back in time at some point by a weeping angel, and then she took the long way around to get, and then she found the Doctor. But now she's been sent back in time again. And we haven't had weeping angels, I don't think, since the Capaldi era, and especially because they seem to be, the weeping angels. They're kind of a Stephen Moffat creation, because he wrote that episode. He wrote Blink, which ironically, that episode we also watched around Halloween. I think Halloween of 2018 was when that episode went up, which was interesting. So yeah. But yeah, so because it's such a Stephen Moffat creation, I'm glad that they brought that back, especially for the Halloween episode, So that was really good. I like that. But yeah, Claire's been sent back in time again. That just sucks. That Weeping Angel, though, I have to say, that Weeping Angel was a little slow, Like, they've done it where, like, someone will literally, like, it's like 20 feet away, and someone will just go, and it's like right there, Like, that Weeping Angel, they were slacking a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as we don't see it move, that's all right. Just keep... see, here's the most hilarious thing. It's like, if the fucking cameraman would just stay on the Weeping Angel, we'll watch it for them, Because they won't even move if we're watching. That's the thing. Or they're not supposed to. that one episode aside, you know? But hey, we had a Weeping Angel. Presumably we're going to get more Weeping Angels in the coming episodes. So, I would actually like it if the rest of the season was Halloween themed, even though this was the only episode that aired in October, you know? That'd be cool, but I don't think we're going to do that, so. Let's see. But yeah, the Flux. So, we know what the Flux is. It's the end of the universe. And yeah, man, when that cloister bell goes off, that's an oh shit moment right there, you know? Because that rarely happens. I don't think that's ever happened with the 13th Doctor. I don't think they've ever used the cloister bell in these episodes. So yeah, just hearing that is sort of an oh shit moment, you know? So, but yeah, the Flux, the destruction of the universe, which is interesting. I love that the Sontarans are so into that, though. Like, there's going to be, like, they are taking advantage of this, like, oh, everyone's being destroyed? Let's fucking go kill people, you know? Like, I love how into it they are. So, it's cool to see the Sontarans again. Diane was taken by, what was it, Azure? I don't understand that. Also, why was Azure just, like, chilling out in the Arctic Circle? Like, why wasn't she arrested with Swarm? I don't fucking know. But yeah. We had the whole thing of the Timeless Child, the enemy of Swarm. Or Swarm, the enemy of the Timeless Child, now the enemy of the Doctor. And, you know, it's pretty interesting because they almost make it like... It almost makes the Timeless Child like this mythical warrior, you know? Like, oh, they fought for years upon years upon years, like centuries of fighting between the Timeless Child and Swarm. And that's pretty crazy. You know, that basically tells you, like, oh shit, Swarm, this dude's a pretty big deal. But then it's like, oh yeah, but you're fighting the Doctor. And while I know next to nothing about the Timeless Child, I know a lot about the Doctor. She will throw you into a fucking collapsing galaxy, you know? That'll be the next imprisonment for you if she doesn't just kill you, you know? So, I'm very curious to see how... Even though we haven't seen anything of the Timeless Child's war with Swarm, I would be very interested to see... I'm curious to see how the new war is between Swarm and the Doctor, you know? And yeah, the end of the universe. The end of the universe. And the poor TARDIS, man. The poor TARDIS, where she's like internally bleeding. The door is appearing every which way. And then, you know, she can't withstand the flux, apparently. I love because in the past, like the 10th Doctor especially, when he would thwack the TARDIS with a hammer and it's just, behave, you know? When he's like chasing, when he's like in the car chase trying to save Donna. And now, I love though she takes that hammer and every time she's, sorry, hit, sorry. It's like she feels so bad about hurting the TARDIS like that, you know? She's so much nicer, you know? She's so much sweeter, but... Yeah, the poor TARDIS, man. It's not in great shape, you know? Poor old girl. But yeah, that was episode 1 of Series 13, Doctor Who Flux. Tune in next Saturday as we watch the next episode of this season. Again, probably, if the episodes are going to air on Sunday, expect them out that Saturday. Which isn't, I mean, it's not a complete week later. Yeah, and the reaction will still go out before the next episode goes out. I'm at least going to do that, so, yeah. But anyway, where are we going? Where are we going with this season? I am very curious. Pretty strong start, I must say, and yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going from here. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, and happy Halloween. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist, probably to a Doctor Who Classic playlist you can go watch. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.